You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. You want to see me turn Super Saiyan? Or should I take it to the next level? I'm also the narrator, too. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, make sure and smash subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
With Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 67 now officially in the history books, the stage is now set for a new enemy to rise up from the shadows and having to directly challenge Goku and our heroes following the events of Moro having to be destroyed and OG-73's head having to be retained. The question going forward is who exactly are Granolah and Oatmeal, and what exactly do they want with OG-73 going forward, as of course Moro was presented in being one of Goku's, if not Goku's, strongest opposition to date. So if Granolah and Oatmeal are looking to extract something from OG-73, is this perhaps OG-73's copy data that he has stored within his hard drive from Moro and perhaps even Merus? And if so, what does that mean for our heroes going forward? As of course, if you guys are once again new to the channel and want to be kept up to date with everything in regards to the Dragon Ball Super IP and the Dragon Ball Super manga, then I do encourage you guys to go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to never miss a single upload posted onto this channel, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up by smashing that like button down below if you guys are simply stoked, ready, and excited to see what Granolah is going to possibly do after he ends up retaining the body and possibly even data of OG-73, as there have been so many people in the fandom that have speculated on the idea that perhaps maybe Granolah is some sort of an angel very similar to that of Merus, and if that ends up being the case, and if Granolah is in some way, shape, or form someone of an angelic being, or at least once was considered to be that of an angelic being, and although I believe that if Toyotaro were to go into that direction in, for the first time, introducing the element of an evil angel, then ultimately I think that would be a very good concept, considering how we just got Merus, who was an angel that sided with the bias of good, and only for us to see now Granolah side with the bias of having to be evil. But I don't think that Granolah is an angel just because of an eerily enough similar hair design, or perhaps maybe tactical approach that we've seen go down with Merus and Granolah in them having to use weapons and having to strike with such precision. But instead, I think that Granolah is going to be more of a dastardly villain, in a sense to where OG-73 is heavily emphasized on possessing data and or information that's going to help them in achieving their common goals and plans, and as to what those goals are, as of this recording, we don't know. It could be to take over the entire universe, to destroy the entire universe, to pursue Goku, to pursue Vegeta, to pursue the Galactic Patrol, to pursue Merus, to destroy the God of Destruction, to destroy the Angels, the Omni King. We don't know. However, it's heavily emphasized right now, and if you guys were to go back and pay close attention, OG-73 may actually still possess the data and information of said fighters, including Piccolo, Gohan, Vegeta, and even Moro, not counting Merus yet, as even if OG-73's body is unable to fully process and maintain the powers of Merus, then we still have to remember that Moro had intended on using OG-73 as a means of a backup to fully restore all of his powers if things were to go south, which he ultimately ended up doing, as of course he had consumed him, as according to both Yumba and one of his criminal cronies, it would appear that OG-73 really isn't a life form that has any sort of consciousness within him and can't be killed so easily, only because he is an empty vessel, a shell that's merely used for programming purposes in getting 7-3 to do exactly what you want him to do. So I think that going forward, it's possible that both Granolah and Oatmeal are going to want to extract further information to get all of the copy data from OG-73 and perhaps have that be bestowed upon them in using that as their own means of either invading or attacking our heroes with. But it should also be noted that whatever Granolah and Oatmeal and OG-73 are about to do, they need to become relative enough in matching the powers of Mastered Ultra Instant Goku, because even if you were to play the numbers game and have Granolah and Oatmeal and 7-3 gang up on Goku, it's still going to be lights out. So This is why I do believe that OG-73 possibly possesses the copied and stolen abilities of Merus when he was an angel, and perhaps maybe now that could be incorporated into another vessel or transferred on over in having to use that as a means to be relative to MUI Goku in battle, because as of right now we don't necessarily know how strong Granolah is by comparison to Goku, Vegeta, the androids, or even Agent Merus as of this recording, but it should be noted that based on Granolah's title and having to be labeled as the survivor, what exactly is he a survivor of? Is he a survivor of one of the once destroyed universes that the Omni King had erased? Is he perhaps maybe the survivor of some great war? Is he a Suforian, aka a Tuffle? As many people are also trying to point out the fact that Granolah could be a Saiyan, which I really doubt to be the case, because I think that if they're going to run with this idea of there being more Saiyans, I still believe that Broly should be the only remaining Saiyan that survived Planet Vegeta's destruction and is a part of the living embodiment of what Universe 7 is. Perhaps maybe you can have 1 or 2 Saiyans out there that are of significant importance, but nothing even close to what Gohan, Vegeta, Goten, Trunks, and Broly are by comparison to the standards that the Saiyans live up to. So I don't think that Granolah is a Saiyan, but I do believe that Granolah is perhaps some sort of a scientifically enhanced mercenary that uses precision, uses data, and uses the focus of teamwork as seen with Oatmeal to scan his opponents, to kind of use this as a means of completing his mission and successfully having to follow through with whatever he's about to do. But again, we don't know Granolah's motive, we don't know Oatmeal's motive, we don't even know what Oatmeal looks like, but what's also very important to note here is the fact that Toyotaro had stated in a recent interview that this arc is actually going to have many revelations that are going to reveal big things and big surprises going forward in this arc. Now, what could this mean? We don't know, but I also find it quite interesting in the idea that if 7-3 does possess the copied abilities of Merus, then it would be a very beneficial idea for Granolah and Oatmeal and whoever it is that they're working with to use that data and to use those abilities to their advantage in either having to download that for themselves or at least embed that power within them and using that against Goku, because you have to also beg the question, how are these guys by comparison? Because I can tell you right now, I don't think Granolah is stronger than Jiren. I don't think Granolah is stronger than Broly. I don't think Granolah is stronger than Moro, but he can be, and that's the difference when looking at what OG-73 possesses, because if all of that power and all of that data is able to be transferred onto other vessels and other bodies, then who's to say that Granolah isn't going to harness this for himself, or at least allow this to be transferred on over to Oatmeal or somebody else? But I also want to believe that they're probably going to upscale and perfect the body and vessel of OG-73, just like Sagambo did when they stole him, as courtesy of Yumba and one of the other prisoners that confirmed that Sagambo and his team were the ones that stole 7-3, and they programmed him in such a way to where he became useful to their brigade, and he was actually a soulless, emotionless mercenary that went about in killing and doing everything he could to get ahead along with his crew. So who's to say that because they learned about him having to possibly still have Moro's power and maybe even Merus's, that they can't reprogram him to where his body is actually able to sustain the powers of Gohan, Piccolo, Vegeta, Moro in all his glory, and even a rookie angel to be sustainable enough in battle, and only then could this be proven to be a dangerous threat to our heroes. Because if you do have the hypothetical scenario of introducing OG-73 that also perhaps maybe possesses the powers of Ultra Instinct courtesy of Merus, and the durability and the sheer willpower to once again absorb energy just like Moro did to zap our heroes of everything they had, now we're going to be left dealing with a much more dangerous opponent than how we've seen before, only because 7-3 is proven now to be an organism that can't be easily killed, very similar to MajinBlue. And with that said, if Granolah and Oatmeal are able to program him to become obedient enough in serving them, then this could be their ultimate trump card, as of course they're also going to be self-empowered themselves in fighting our heroes to be enough and handle enough pressure by our heroes to take them down. But the question is that the goal, or are they actually working for another enemy that in which we get to see how later on down the road perhaps maybe Granolah is not going to be the main enemy of the arc, but instead, maybe as he is listed as the survivor, perhaps maybe the survivor of something dangerous that's going to happen to him, and he comes to our heroes for help. So anything is possible, but I do want to get your thoughts in the comment section below about Granolah versus Goku, Granolah versus Vegeta, Granolah having to either take the data and the power and transfer that on over to himself, along with Oatmeal, in obtaining the powers of Moro, in obtaining the powers of Merus, or is he simply going to program OG73 to do that for him? I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below about this. Again, the next manga chapter for the Dragon Ball Super series is going to be dropping on January 20th. So if you guys want to find out what happens, then I do encourage you guys to tune back onto the channel by smashing that subscribe button, turn on all notifications to never miss a single video on the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up if you guys are simply stoked, ready, and excited to see what's going to happen, only because I think that right now the possibilities are seemingly endless, only because Toyotaro can write in a very one-directional narrative to where maybe Granolah is the big baddie, or perhaps maybe he is not. So we're gonna have to wait and see, and I can't wait to see what's going to come from this, because you're going to have to up the ante, but the question is he? So again, thank you all so much for watching, thank you all so much for your time. Tune back in for the next video, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody, and take care. Peace. And a quick little reminder before you guys go, if you guys are unaware, I do have a second gaming channel located down in the description box below, so be sure to head on over to Unreal Royale and hit that subscribe button along with turning on all notifications, as to there, you guys will find all different kinds of gaming content that you will not get to find on UnrealEntGaming, titles and video games such as Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Minecraft, Blair Witch, and many other retro games on that channel. So if you guys are into gaming, then make sure you guys subscribe over on Unreal Royale. I want to thank you all so much for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes, but Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Freezer.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
UnrealEntGaming, but once you get video, all lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate!
Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!